Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use the booking spreadsheet I provided in the last video to effectively track your Airbnb bookings and stay on top of your business finances. In case you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you like this content and you don't want to miss out on future tips and tricks. This tool is simple, as you can see, but very powerful, and it'll save you a lot of time when it comes to managing your listings and planning for success. And stick around because I'll also share a few tips on why tracking these numbers is very important for scaling your Airbnb business. So this spreadsheet is designed to be as user-friendly as possible. And just to kind of go over the tabs really quickly here, you have the year and the month here, which I just list below that, which will help you stay organized and filter data for easy reporting. And then you have the platform, which is like the website you're using to receive your bookings. So it could be Airbnb, Vrbo, or Booking.com. The check-in and check-out dates, these are crucial for calculating your total nights stayed and occupancy trends. So you can kind of see a pattern and know how to react to certain trends based off the monthly and yearly reports. The total night stayed is calculated automatically, so you can figure out how many nights your property is booked for each and every month. The number of guests is going to allow you to identify patterns in your booking trends, like whether you'll have more solo travelers or families that prefer your listing. The cleaning fee and co-host fee, these expenses are what help you calculate your actual earnings per booking. And if you do work with a co-host, you can just label the percentage that they're charging you over here. Most co-hosts, they charge typically between 8 to 20%. And people actually hire these co-hosts to become hands-free so that they don't have to go to the property for day-to-day operations. And instead, the co-host will take care of things for them on their behalf. So this could include things like, restocking on certain supplies or just meeting guests who are not used to a self-check-in process. That's where this would definitely help out. So if you scroll down here, you'll see the expense reports here, which is pretty similar. You have the months column here, and then you have the maintenance fees, which is what typically your property would charge you for maintenance. And basically your mortgage is what you would be charged per month so that you can track exactly what those expenses are. And you can also change this to rent if you're renting the property instead, right? The internet is what you're tracking for, your internet fees and all that stuff every month. Hydro, property tax is pretty much the same as well. And then you have your insurance. Now you want to make sure you have the short-term rental insurance because that will definitely go a long way, especially if you have a guest that had a accident or something like that at your property. That's where the insurance will come in handy. And then you have the cleaning, which is what you're typically paying out for your cleaner every month, pretty much. The miscellaneous tab is where you come across sudden expenses, like whether it be you run out of supply for like paper towels or linens, things like that, right? So you want to include that here. And then you have the total, which is what your monthly expense report is for the entire month. So once you have that, then you can kind of identify if you're breaking even or if you're generating a profit after tracking your bookings and all that. So another thing to keep in mind is that you may experience a guest who has not taken the best care of your place, and sometimes you'll need to file a claim with Airbnb for those damages. So if the guest refuses to pay for the damages, you basically can have Airbnb intervene and provide you with reimbursements as they see fit. So at the top over here, you can also add a column where you have a claims column so that you can report how much you received in claims for that particular booking, right? Just to kind of stay on track. I personally input my data every Sunday, which helps me stay up to date on all reservations. Now, if you're wondering why it's important to track this information, well, by tracking everything, you'll always know how much you're earning and spending, which helps you avoid any surprises when tax season comes around. It'll also help you streamline the process of tax filing because you can just share this spreadsheet with your accountant, which will save you a lot of time and money as well. Aside from that, the data will also help you analyze which months are your busiest and what type of guests book the most, and also how effective your pricing strategies are. If you're looking to grow your Airbnb business, having a clear picture of your numbers will show you where to focus your efforts, and this simple spreadsheet can become the foundation for scaling your business, whether you're managing one property or even 10. So let me show you how quick and easy this is to use. I'll use an example booking here to give you an idea of how it works. So let's just say we'll put in Airbnb as a platform and then the date. So we'll say Tuesday, September 10th. And then the checkout date we can say is we'll say Friday, September 14th. And we'll say it's 2 guests. Claims, nothing there. Cleaning fee, it can range, but we'll say 100. And then the close fee, we'll say 0 because we didn't hire any co-host for this. So, and the total, we'll say it generated about 600 for that particular night. So that will definitely give you an idea. And that's pretty much it. You can see how this booking fits into your overall monthly earnings. Each booking entry shouldn't take long. And when you have a monthly record, it'll put things into perspective so that you know when you're breaking even or even clearing a profit. To get more out of the spreadsheet, you can also add notes on things to include like guest feedback. So over here, you can add a note here saying guest feedback, which basically helps you report any type of feedback the guest provides you. And this would include what guests have told you about this particular reservation, which will help you improve your listing, whether it be things that you have that you're lacking or things that, would help improve the listing itself. If you offer any discounts, you can also add a column for that because it'll help you see how these discounts will affect your revenue. And if you're a numbers person, you can also add data to create graphs in Excel or Google spreadsheets to visualize the trends, because the more details you track here, the better you'll understand your business. And if you're interested in taking your Airbnb business to the next level, I'll be releasing a guide on everything I've done from A to Z with hidden tips and purchases that I made to boost earning potential. If there's anything you'd like me to include, or if you have any questions on the tracking process, then drop a comment below and I'll get to it as soon as I can. In case you missed it, I'll include another link to the spreadsheet below again. And if you haven't already seen the video where I go over how to buy and start your first Airbnb listing, go ahead and click on the video to the right so that you can watch that. And last but not least, if you found this video helpful, then go ahead and click on the notification bell, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on future tips and tricks to help grow your business. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.